Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's set of readings. This should be on YouTube channel James 13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. Currently, I am doing in-person readings in Herkimer, New York. If you're near there, feel free to shoot me an email if you want more details. The decks and stuff that I'm using, that's below. Other than that, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. That being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Cancer? So, trying to make a decision. I feel like I need to make a decision. Is this going to be what I really want? Your card is at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like I'm really conflicted about what do I really want from this? Where do I want this to go down the road? Like, I don't even know if I shuffled these cards yet. These cards, I don't know. Those other ones I did, but I don't know if I shuffled these ones yet. And I'm shuffling them again. It's all about how do I want this to go in the next year or so? These readings are valid for whenever you come to them, but I keep getting like, this time next year, whenever you're watching this, what do I want this to be? And how do I get there? I feel like I have to do the long-term goal on this one. I have to do the long-term goal. Is somebody, what is going, has somebody's, is somebody like leaving your life? That's the question. Because Cancer, they're all about loyalty. That's how I see Cancer anyway. They're loyal. And somebody who maybe was better in the past, or there used to be a stronger connection in the past, I do feel like I feel it leaving. And currently I'm holding on to it as strongly as I can, but I don't know how long I could do this for. And I'm like, why is this energy distancing itself? Like, why is this happening this way? If this is hitting, this might not be something that's in your control, but it might be something where it's kind of like, if somebody's doing something or changing or going towards something, it's seeing it in the sense of like, it's not you. Like, it's not for you to like change or do anything differently. You are who you are. They're making choices, and there's a lot they're going through. There's something they're heading towards. That's the 7 of Wands, which usually is like somebody holding the line, like they're not willing to let somebody in. And they're making choices that they want to do different things. And I feel like somebody is blocking you. They've decided they're blocking the energy. They're not letting it come forward. They've made decisions. I don't think it has anything to do with you personally. They're just changing their life probably, and they're just, for some reason, they're blocking you. They want something different. Okay. Currently, this energy is still working. I feel like it's still together. It's still working out, but I do get that this energy, it does look like it's moving on at some point, especially where I see this going forward. 8 of Cups is moving on to something else. Usually moving on from something good to something better, which is opinion. You might not match with this energy as well as you did in the past anyway, though. Which is might be hard to see. Can we just, am I going the right direction on that? Let's just be sure. It's stuck. The Hanged Man came out. And the 10 of Wands, but when the 10 of Wands comes in, it comes in like this. Kind of like, it takes a lot of effort to keep this working. But it's not advancing anymore. And I don't feel like the connection is like it used to be. It used to be stronger. You're doing what you're needing to do. I feel like you're trying to evaluate it for like, what's really going on here? Why is this really happening? Why is this really changing? The energy has changed. It has shifted. And I feel like you're addressing that, but you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. What am I supposed to do with this? The energy is shifting. What am I supposed to do with it? Now, this is ironic, because the next part coming forward is meant to empower you, because something's coming in to where I feel like the energy is getting stronger again for a short period of time. So it's kind of like, if this was a connection that, like, you know, if 1 is completely gone, 10 is like every day I'm seeing this person, talking to this person, it's kind of like it's dipped down to like a 3 to a 4 at the moment, and it kind of maybe goes down a little lower and comes back up. It's going to go up to like a 7. It's going to go up to a 7. So like the energy is going to come up, but it's not going to stay there. But they're saying it's not like you shouldn't enjoy the moment. They're saying it's good. Enjoy the moment, but they're like saying, look at it for the truth that it's presenting to you. Because I feel like my first initial reaction is like, oh, this is getting stronger. This is what I want. Can we reinforce this? Can we keep this? What do we need to do to keep this locked in? Because I'd like this to stay. The star card comes in as like, I feel like I want to communicate and see what I need to do and get this to work out and everything be good. But what they're saying is like, instead of paying too much to wordplay, you know, talk is cheap, one of those things, watch how things actually play out. Watch and like support what you want to support. Make sure that it makes sense to you. Don't support things you don't want to. Be true to you. But like, instead of like having too many conversations about we could do this, we could do that type thing, start moving it forward. Just seeing if it happens. Seeing if it locks in. Because I feel like they're saying you're going to see the truth come forward very, very, very quickly where things are actually going to go. This will also help you realize that it had nothing to do with you. The change they're making has nothing to do with you. You didn't do anything right or wrong. It's neutral. They're making the choice. It's all something they're doing. There's nothing you could have done better. There's nothing you could have done worse. Whatever you want to say there. You did what you needed to do. You were being you. And they're making choices. So it's kind of like, don't talk about it too much. Move on it. Move forward, because I get that you're going to get the truth fairly quickly, and it's going to help give you that confidence, like, oh, I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. It's not like I didn't put the effort in. They come out the way, these readings come out the way they come out, whether I like them or not. This energy is leaving. Sooner or later, it's leaving. The trick is for you to feel at peace with your choices and how you move forward, and realizing I was who I am. I have been I've been myself the whole way through this. I made choices that were honest to who I am. I didn't try to pretend I was something I wasn't. I didn't try to accommodate this person too much or too little. I just was who I am. And they made their choice. And I feel like it's about you having that emotional kind of like, emotional confidence, kind of like, I am who I am, and if this isn't what they want, then this isn't what they want. It'll help you resolve this and move on from this in a healthy way. The Three of Swords is there, which is kind of like, where this ends up, I don't feel like this is your desired outcome. It's all about you feeling good and like, you were who you needed to be. You didn't try to overcompensate. You didn't pull back. You didn't do either. It's going through it going, you did what you needed to do. You tried to work with it. You tried to put in the effort. It was them who wouldn't meet you halfway. They made their decision. That's on them. Also, keep in mind, I mean, I know you're Cancer. So I'm like, Cancer is very cautious when it comes to new people, in my opinion. But there will be somebody else who tries to take the place of the one who left. Whatever, if this is a work connection, maybe somebody you were close to in your family, a friend, or even a possible possibly a lover, if that's what it is. You know if that's where this is going or not. I feel like people who got this far, you already know if this is what this is about or not. Somebody else is going to try to come in. Somebody else who matches you better. I feel like with whatever's transitioning here, I feel like they're saying they don't want this to damage your life. They don't want this to be like, well, I gave this person a shot, they were in my life for a while, and then they just decided they were going to leave, and then they left me high and dry. I don't want to let anybody else in. That's not going to help your life. That's not going to bring more enrichment to your life. You can let other people in. You just remember, you have boundaries. You can let them in as much or as little as you want. But they're hoping that if this ends in a healthy way, like, you're not going to like that it goes, but if it ends in a healthy way, other people try to step in and try to take up some residence in your life in a good way. And it's all about, well, do I really like this? Does this energy really match me? How much do I want to let them in? They can come in this far, they just can't come in that far. Like, somebody gave me the analogy once, like, sometimes there's some people they know, they can come and hang out at the front yard. Some people they'll let up on the porch, and they can hang out and have some lemonade or tea on the front porch. It's very rare they let somebody in the house. And somebody gave me that analogy once, and I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like for Cancer, that's a really good thing. Like, when somebody else comes in after this is over, let them hang out in the front yard. Talk with them on the front yard. You know, when people are passing by in the neighborhood, you just kind of talk with them in the front yard or in the driveway or whatever you want to call it. And it's kind of like, all right, I kind of like this person. Maybe I want to know a little bit more. Invite them to have some tea or lemonade, whatever, on the porch. Let them get a little closer. And then, you know, like, if you think they're somebody you'd really like to have in for dinner, invite them in for dinner if you see fit. It's just kind of like they're saying, the way this works out, it does have the potential for you to be like, I'm not even going outside. So even if they're outside or they want to talk in the driveway, I'll be like, oh, I'm busy, I gotta go in the house. You could end up shutting things down before you have a chance. Whatever's going on here isn't meant to create long-term damage. It's just a change that's going to happen. And they're saying, don't let this change cause damage in your long-term life. Let this change be seen for what it is. Realize there was nothing you did. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't let that happen here. Realize, okay, that person made a choice. They are who they are. This is what they had to do. And then when other people try to come into your life, hopefully have a healthy way of looking at that. We can talk on the front yard or in the driveway, fine. And then if you decide you like them well enough, move them forward. If you don't, then you don't. It's just staying open or allowing yourself to be open to things a little bit so you can keep your life advancing. You can keep that happiness in your life. You can accumulate more joy, even though some people leave and you don't like that. Not letting that be something that holds you down for the rest of your life. Kind of like releasing it, letting it go, and be like, all right, other people are coming around. I'll do a little taste test, and we'll see if I like them or not. And then maybe I'll invite them onto the porch. That type of thing. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.